Hey guys, just a second before the video starts. YouTube's been randomly unsubscribing people from their channels. If you could just check that you're subscribed, that would be a big help. Thank you. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, today we're going to be in another flight. We're going to be flying from Courchevel, which is where we are currently. Courchevel is in Switzerland. It's one of the most dangerous airports in the world. And we're going to be flying out from it, which is pretty cool. It's only like 500-meter runway, but that's probably no problem for this Cessna 172 G1000 model. I got a new PC recently, and it is it has i7 core, 2060 RTX graphics card, terabyte storage, and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. So it should be able to run this fine. We are at 60 frames a second while recording, which is pretty great. I can't get the cursor to go away. I would have, but I just couldn't get that to work in OBS, even though I clicked it. Anyway, let's get on. We're going to Geneva from here, which is about 51 nautical miles that way. We're going to, first of all, get our battery going and our alternator. Let's set our avionics bus on. Turn up the brightness for all the panels. We got all of our controls are active. Push and pull, throttle. Beacon on. Taxi light, nav, and strobe are all on. Pilot heat's not on yet. We pulled for static air already. We pulled, make sure shutoff works. We set trim, and we are on the right fuel tank. So let's call in for tower, make a flight plan real quick. Aircraft model is 172 Skyhawk, Lima Sierra Golf, and file flight plan. Okay, we're gonna request altimeter. It is 29902. Sorry, there's some thunder outside my house. And we're going to request clearance. Let's see, read that back. Cleared IFR to Geneva as filed, maintain 9000, squawk 4700. And then we're going to request taxi. Runway 23, taxi via 05, hold short of 23. Okay, that's a very small airport, as you can tell. Okay, let's set up our squawk code real quick. 4700. Left magneto, both magnetos. Clear prop. There we go. Get rid of that low vacuum symbol. There we go. So we're good. Engine started. Release parking brake. And we can turn around real quick. Taxi down to runway 28, or no, it was 05, right? Taking care not to hit the helicopter next to me. Okay, here we are. Heading 220, runway 23, cleared for takeoff, Skyhawk to Sierra Papa. Here we go, so let's enter this into our MFD panel here, or PFD panel actually. Heading is now 220. Gonna set our vertical speed indicator for, we'll do 500 feet per minute, that's respectable. Vertical speed is enabled, and altitude is set to 9,000 feet. There we go. So we are ready to go. Going to first turn on fuel pump. Give her one notch of flaps. All control surfaces are active. Here we go. We are cleared for takeoff. Throttle 75%. Let the RPM stabilize. We're good. Release brakes. Static takeoff. Add some power. Let him stabilize. Good. There's some winds up here, I think, today. Yeah, there are definitely some winds. You can see right here, our MFD. Rotate 80 knots, or 60 knots, 70 knots actually. When we are up. Oh, my head shake program is not on. It should be though. There we go. There we go. Now we have that nice level head effect and the shakiness of the turbulence you'll see in a second. Yeah, there it kicks in. Okay, autopilot is now on. Flight directory is also on. It's not on nav settings yet because we still have to pay attention to what tower's saying. And now heading selectors enabled. So we'll start our left bank to 220. Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa contact ground, Zulu Golf Delta, center on 135.950. Checking in with the controller. Here we go. So we're on ground frequency now. We're riding along here. Flaps coming up. Autopilot will correct for that, I'm assuming. Maybe. Autopilot disengaged. It's odd. Fly heading 330, they say. Gotcha. 330. Heading 330. There's a mountain in front of us right now. And I really don't want to hit it, so let's just nose up some more. That should be good enough. Yeah, we're banking away from it anyway. Okay, resume mode navigation. Now it's time for navigation to kick in once we hit 330. Oh, autopilot disengaged. Oh, that's weird. It's really weird. Maybe it's too much. Yeah, no, whoa. What the heck? We're only hitting 50 knots and we're going relatively straight. It's the altitude, really. Or maybe all the turbulence. I'm not sure. Either way, let's just have it pitched down a little bit more on our way to Lima Sierra Golf, which is Geneva International. Really can't afford to put any throttle down, but we can afford to lower the mixture so our EGT gas gets a little bit higher. I wonder if we can see that right here, maybe. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, it's really peaking right now. Awesome. That's good. That means we're more efficient. We can turn our fuel pump off. And then our taxi lights off. Landing lights are off. Beacon and nav and strobe are all on. Pilot heat can come on now. We already pulled the alternators for static air. So I think we're good. We're flying along here real well. But the people in the back are real scared. All the turbulence. I don't think I would be scared if I were the one flying, because there's a thing about flying the aircraft yourself. It really makes a difference. That light is turning on, but it basically emits no light. It's weird. Pedestal lights on and everything like that. So we're really just going along here at about 90 knots. That's good. I'm gonna raise her up to 10,000, even though we filed 9,000. Just because don't want to hit any mountains. 9,900. I might as well hit 10,000 just to make it an even number. Let's set our nose up a little bit more. About, what was it actually? Vertical speed. Need to hit about 500 feet per minute. Our heading is, according to the nav aid, which is at 330 roughly. We are ascending. Very slowly though. We should probably amp that up a little bit, because we are still gaining airspeed. Well, it's fluctuating because, as you know, the pitot tube on the left wing, I'm pretty sure is where it is, or maybe the right wing. It's somewhere, and it measures the speed of the aircraft via a pneumatic pressure-sensitive tube that is heated so it doesn't get blocked up, and it measures how much wind is going against it. So when we have windy conditions like this, heading is 20, and it's going 7, fluctuating 7 up to 10 knots, it can very much mess with our airspeed indicator. But still, we are holding this speed even though the winds are as heavy as they are. We have now leveled off at our cruising altitude of 10,000 feet. In fact, we went a little bit above that, so let's just put her back down here. There we go, we're good now. Turn pilot heat off for now. Our flaps are fully in the upright position. They keep saying to descend and maintain 9,000, but we'll just ignore that for now. I was able to lower my throttle just a bit because we can afford that. But we can't afford it too much. I'd still like to stay at a cruising speed of about 110 knots, but it always is fluctuating with these crazy winds. Heading 1.5, and it is going from 6 knots up to, all the way up to 15 I've seen. Okay, Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa fly heading 340 vectors for the visual approach runway 22, descend and maintain 6,000. Okay, well, we can't descend and maintain 6,000 because the mountain's below us, but we will set our heading to 340 as it as 330. Now it's at 340. So the aircraft will now start to, if we enable heading, bank right. Now that we haven't put our nav aid, now we took it off navigation mode. And we cannot descend and maintain 6,000, but we will go down 500 feet just to compensate for that if they want us to. There we go. Vertical speed, nose down. This is what it would be like. Oh Lord, it's so turbulent. We've had to increase our airspeed once again because these winds are now consistently hitting 13 knots, which is kind of overstressing our aircraft. And this idiot ATC guy keeps telling me to maintain 6,000, but I can't because there are mountains below me. There's Geneva right there across that river. There she is. Nice and beautiful. Ah, we can't see. Fly heading 040 and maintain 3,000. So now we can start descending some. So we will descend down to 3,000 feet, like they said. 040, heading is engaged. And we will start banking to the right at a 30-degree pitch. And we're going to start descending a little bit quicker now. Put the nose down at about 1,000. Negative 1,400, but we're really hitting negative 1,200 because of these winds. It's always a difficult thing to deal with crosswinds and regular old turbulence. Speaking of which, our EGT is at the maximum that it can go. Let's try to get it a little bit higher, maybe? No, it's lowering now. Oh, we got it up to 1,200 degrees, negative degrees Fahrenheit. So, nice. So we're a little bit more efficient now. Okay, there's a mountain literally right next to us, so we should start stopping of the ascending. I can't even speak. 310 they said. I'm gonna just level us off real quick because I don't want to deal with running into a mountain. Insurance is not gonna believe that if that happens. Leveled off now. Turbulence is still there. It should be a little bit better when we land or lower down, or maybe it's worse. Okay, let's say fly heading 250. I got it. is set to 250, descend and maintain 3,000. I think we'll be able to do that now that we're out of the range. Well, there might be some mountains over here, actually. Yeah, there might be one right there because I don't see any lights. Going down to 3,000. Vertical speed is active, nose down at 1,000 feet per minute. Heading 220, report the field in sight, okay. Heading 220. We'll call the field. Field is in sight. Cleared visual approach, runway 22, contact tower on 118.700. Tower on 118.700, Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa. Tower, how's it going, my man? Checking in. 2 Sierra Papa. Altimeter's 2992. Autopilot's disengaged now. Give her full mixture. Lower the speed some. Or the throttle, really. Landing lights and taxi lights are off. Landing lights are on. Fuel pump just was on. And we're going to descend down into the airport. Runway 22, we're cleared to land. This wind shear is insane. Look at that. It's directly that way, heading 5050 at 19 to 18 knots. This plane is having a hard time. Like, even when we're going in this direction, full power, it's still pushing us back this way, which is crazy. Okay, give her 1 notch of flaps. It's gonna be a tough landing, all the wind shear. Turn off flight directory now. We have 4 red, not quite good enough because we're going 80 knots and we're really low. Give her some power. 1 more notch of flaps. Correct that with some pitch trim. There we go, that's the sound of my trim wheel. Go. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, retard. Butter! Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa, taxi to gate Alpha 3. And what did it say? Via Bravo 22, onto Charlie, onto Alpha, and then Link. Okay. We're going to contact ground on 121.850. So ground control. Ground, how's it going, my man? Request altimeter 2992. Okay, so we're good. We freaking missed our turn. We did an entire flight just fine, and we missed our freaking turn for the gate. Okay, gate Alpha 3 taxi via the Bravo link. Right there, we see it, Alpha 3. It's probably really dark, but it does say Alpha 3. I think there's a flashlight setting in here. Oh yeah, there is. Cool. It's red. Okay, after landing, checklists. First, taxi lights off. All lights off. Fuel pump off. Pilot heat off. Test arm off for battery. Lower the avionics dimmer to their usual settings, which is right about there. I'm not gonna get too finicky with that. Cancel flight plan. Now that we've done with it, we can remove it. Yes, and also removed Lima Foxtrot Lima Juliet, which is Courchevel, and we can remove the last one. Okay. Now we go full fuel shut off. There we go. The mixture is lean. Pull alternator static air. Shut the magnetos fully off. Everything's in their full workable position. Flaps are in their full upright position. Parking brake. Battery is off. Alternator is off, and avionics bus is also off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be amazing, and if you really loved it, subscribe. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys next time.